Welcome, my full and half marathoners, to your Tuesday, February 15th workout explanation. Before we get into the ins and outs of the workout itself, I do want to kind of bring your attention to this shift in paradigm that we're going to have moving into the later half of February and even into the mid to the end of March. And really, we're shifting away from base training, laying a foundation, hypertrophy training, if you will, and now going more to strength, speed, a little bit more of that meat of the training cycle here. So it's gonna get more intense. It's gonna get hard. The shift is changing. However, I don't want to lose grasp of what we have been working on, and what we have been working on is that solid foundation and making sure that our aerobic systems are strong enough and sufficient enough to recover from an anaerobic bout. So we've been doing mile and a half, heck, even 3-mile workouts. So none of these shorter, faster stints. So perhaps you guys have been able to allow your aerobic system to kind of take a front seat, if not the driver's seat, into your particular workout. But may I caution you, when we're getting into these shorter, yes, 800 workouts this week and moving forward into February, the rest of February and into March, the intervals, if you will become shorter. They are going to become more intense. And I beg and I plead you not to turn these workouts into an anaerobically minded, but more of an aerobically minded, all right, track or training workout. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, I am still going to ask that you guys do these 800s at 5K pace, but I also ask that you pay close attention to your heart rate. If you guys are watching heart rate, or maybe just rating a perceived exertion, of what happens after that. And I'm only going to give you a minute. So what happens in that minute rest? Are you fully recovered? Are you ready for the next one? Did your heart rate drop 40 beats, et cetera, et cetera? When Chris Dugans of the world, hopefully you're watching this, says he's keeping his group right on time as that rest. When he says we're up in 10 seconds, all right, did your mind go, oh, already? Or did it say, yeah, I'm ready to roll. It's time. Let's do this again. Not only just on the second one, but the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh, the eighth one, if you guys are marathoners. So you need to pay attention to your resting heart rate. Yeah, in this case, what happens in that 60-second time frame as you're in between these 800-meter bouts, right? So I'm still looking for a 40-beat drop or close to it. It is harder, it is shorter, so you'll see maybe not as much of a drop, but please pay close attention to those, because that rule did not go away, even though I'm kind of cranking up the intensity a little bit, if that makes sense. All right, so 6 800s for my 10K fast and my half marathon participants. That's 6 laps of 800 is 3 miles worth of work. You guys have 8 800s if you guys are a part of our marathon program. That's about 4 miles of work. You guys have been doing 4.5 to even 5, so a little shorter in distance, but again, the intensity is upping, so it's appropriate decline for now. 60 seconds break. Of course, we'll warm up and we'll cool down on either end. If you see a dramatic difference between what your heart rate was doing at rest in the weeks past, what it's doing now, you need to come to me. You need to come to Barb via face-to-face or via email. Let's figure out what you guys are going to do. All right, enjoy this workout. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.